The Vatican City, a place of grandeur, of faith, of history. For centuries it has stood as the heart of the Catholic Church. But what if its time is coming to an end? A chilling prophecy has haunted the Church for centuries. The prophecy of Saint Malachy. It foretells the destiny of the papacy, listing each pope leading up to the very last. Could this prophecy hold the key to the future? Could Pope Francis, the 266th pope, be the final name on the list? To understand the prophecy, we must travel back to 12th century Ireland. There we meet Saint Malachy, the Archbishop of Armagh. Legend says that in 1139, Malachy journeyed to Rome. He was overcome by a vision of the future popes. Malachy recorded his vision as a series of cryptic Latin mottos. Each motto, he claimed, would identify a future pope. For centuries, a mysterious prophecy lay dormant, its secrets hidden away in the shadows of history. The world moved on, unaware of the cryptic words penned long ago, words that would one day ignite curiosity and controversy in equal measure. The prophecy was whispered about in hushed tones passed down through generations of scholars and clergy, but its true meaning remained elusive, locked within the faded ink of ancient manuscripts. Everything changed in the year 1595. In a dusty archive, a scholar stumbled upon a forgotten document, its parchment brittle with age. The prophecy had resurfaced, emerging from obscurity to capture the imagination of a world in turmoil. News of the discovery spread quickly among the learned circles of Europe, sparking debates and speculation about its origins and purpose. The timing of the prophecy's reappearance was no mere accident. Europe was in the throes of transformation, its cities alive with tension and uncertainty. The air was thick with the scent of change, as people gathered in secret rooms to discuss forbidden ideas and challenge the old order. The prophecy's return seemed almost fated, as if history itself had chosen this moment to reveal its hidden hand. At the heart of this upheaval was the Protestant Reformation, a movement that shook the very foundations of the Catholic Church. Reformers like Martin Luther and John Calvin questioned the authority of Rome, inspiring millions to seek new paths of faith. The Church, once unchallenged, now faced dissent and division on an unprecedented scale. In this climate of uncertainty, the prophecy took on new significance, its words scrutinized for clues about the future of Christendom. Scholars, theologians, and ordinary believers alike pored over the rediscovered list, eager to unlock its secrets. In candlelit libraries and echoing cathedrals, they compared the mottos to the lives of past popes, searching for patterns and hidden meanings. Some saw the prophecy as a divine warning, others as a clever forgery, but all agreed that its words were strangely compelling. To their astonishment, the mottos seemed to fit the popes who had already reigned with uncanny accuracy. Each phrase, though brief, appeared to capture something essential about the pontiff it described. The more they studied, the more convinced they became that the prophecy was more than mere coincidence. Take for example the motto De Aurora Coeli, meaning from the dew of heaven. This phrase was linked to Pope Celestine II, whose family name Del Cielo literally meant of the sky or of the dew. The connection was too precise to ignore, and it sent a ripple of excitement through those who studied the prophecy. Another striking example was Pastor et Nauta, or shepherd and sailor. This motto perfectly described Pope Alexander III, who had once been a humble shepherd before joining the church. Later, during a time of great danger, he was forced to flee Rome by sea, embodying both the shepherd and the sailor. These uncanny matches fueled speculation that the prophecy might truly hold the key to understanding the past, and perhaps even predicting the future. The prophecy known as the Prophecy of the Popes is a mysterious document, shrouded in centuries of intrigue and speculation. It contains 112 cryptic entries, each believed to correspond to a pope, from the 12th century all the way to the end of time. For generations, scholars, theologians, and the faithful alike have pored over its enigmatic verses, searching for clues about the fate of the church and the world itself. Yet it is the final entry that truly sends chills down the spines of believers and skeptics alike. This last line, more ominous than all the rest, has sparked fear, debate, and fascination for centuries. It is a passage that seems to foretell not just the end of a papacy, but the end of an era, perhaps even the end of the world as we know it. The prophecy refers to the final pope as Petrus Romanus, or Peter the Roman, This name stands out, echoing the very first pope, Saint Peter, and suggesting a return to the church's origins. But unlike the hopeful beginnings of Christianity, this Peter is not a symbol of renewal. Instead, he is a harbinger of tribulation. According to the prophecy, Peter the Roman will not preside over an era of peace or prosperity. Instead, his reign will be marked by darkness, turmoil, and suffering. The skies over the Vatican are imagined to darken, and the faithful are left to wonder what horrors might unfold under his leadership. The prophecy warns of a time of great tribulation, a period when chaos and calamity will grip the world. Wars, disasters, and unrest are foretold, painting a picture of a world in crisis. People everywhere are said to suffer, and the church itself will be tested as never before. The text reads, "Peter the Roman will feed his sheep in much tribulation." This suggests that even in the darkest times, the Pope will continue to guide and care for his flock, offering hope and leadership amid despair. But the challenges he faces will be unlike any before, testing the faith and resilience of all who follow him. The prophecy continues with a dire warning. "And when these things are done, the city of 7 hills shall be destroyed." Rome, the eternal city, the heart of the Catholic faith, is said to face utter devastation. Smoke and ruin are imagined to rise over its ancient landmarks as if the very foundation of the church is being shaken to its core. The final words are perhaps the most chilling. "The dreadful judge will judge his people." This is interpreted by many as a reference to the day of judgment, when all souls will be called to account. The destruction of Rome becomes a symbol for the end of days, a moment when humanity must face its ultimate reckoning. Could this truly be the fate that awaits humanity, or is it simply a warning, meant to inspire reflection and change before it is too late? The prophecy of Peter the Roman remains one of history's most haunting mysteries, leaving us to wonder what the future holds, and whether we are prepared to face it. Fast forward to the 21st century. Pope Benedict XVI, the 111th Pope, shocked the world in 2013. He resigned. His decision was unprecedented in modern times. Many saw it as a sign that the end of the papacy was near. Benedict's successor, Pope Francis, fueled these fears. He was, after all, the 112th Pope, the final Pope according to Saint Malachy. Pope Francis's papacy has been marked by crisis and change. He inherited a church grappling with sexual abuse scandals. He faced a global pandemic that tested the faith of millions. He has spoken out against war, poverty, and climate change. He has called for unity and dialogue in a world increasingly divided. But have these events been the Great Tribulation foretold by Malachy, or are they simply the challenges of a complex world? Many scholars dismiss the prophecy as a clever forgery. They point to inconsistencies in the text. The early mottos are remarkably accurate. The later ones, however, become vague and open to interpretation. They believe the prophecy was likely created in the 16th century. Its purpose? To influence the papal election of 1590. The prophecy's sudden appearance, its convenient timing, and its ambiguous language all point to a deliberate fabrication. Despite the skepticism that surrounds it, the prophecy of Saint Malachy continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world. For centuries, believers and skeptics alike have been drawn to its mysterious predictions, debating their meaning and significance. Even in our modern age, where science and reason often take precedence, the allure of prophecy remains undiminished. People from all walks of life, whether devout or simply curious, find themselves pondering the possibility that these ancient words might hold a key to understanding our future. Why does this fascination persist? Perhaps it is the rich symbolism woven throughout the prophecy. The cryptic phrases and evocative imagery invite endless interpretation, allowing each generation to find new meaning within the text. The prophecy's language, filled with metaphor and allegory, seems to transcend time, speaking to universal hopes and fears. The idea of a final pope, a shepherd guiding his flock through a period of darkness and uncertainty, resonates deeply within the human psyche. It taps into our collective longing for guidance and reassurance, especially in times of turmoil. The image of a leader standing firm as the world changes around him is both comforting and compelling, offering a sense of stability amid chaos. Perhaps, too, it is the human need for order that keeps the prophecy alive in our minds. In a world that often feels unpredictable and overwhelming, prophecies like Saint Malachy's offer a framework, a way to make sense of events that might otherwise seem random or frightening. They provide a narrative that helps us impose structure on the unknown. In an unpredictable world, prophecies offer a sense of certainty. They promise that no matter how chaotic things may seem, there is a plan, a hidden order waiting to be revealed. For many, this brings comfort and hope, a belief that the future is not entirely out of our control. Prophecies also provide a framework for understanding the chaos of our times. They allow us to connect the dots between past, present, and future, weaving together the threads of history into a larger tapestry. By interpreting current events through the lens of prophecy, people find meaning in the midst of uncertainty, and a sense of continuity with those who came before. Or perhaps the enduring appeal of prophecy is simply a reflection of the times we live in. In an age of constant information and rapid change, people are bombarded with news, opinions, and predictions from every direction. The search for answers becomes more urgent, and ancient prophecies offer a sense of perspective that is often missing from the daily noise. The world today is facing unprecedented challenges. Climate change threatens the very fabric of our societies. Global inequality continues to widen the gap between rich and poor, and political polarization divides communities and nations. In the face of such daunting problems, it is only natural that people look for guidance, some sign that there is a greater purpose or destiny at work. Throughout history, during times of crisis and uncertainty, people have turned to prophecy for comfort and direction. The words of ancient seers and visionaries offer a sense of connection to something larger than ourselves, a reminder that we are part of a story that stretches far beyond our own lifetimes. Is it any wonder, then, that people continue to seek answers in the prophecies of the past? In a world filled with uncertainty, the enduring fascination with Saint Malachy's prophecy is a testament to our timeless desire for meaning, hope, and understanding. Was Saint Malachy a true visionary, or was his prophecy a clever hoax? The answer may be lost to history. The future of the papacy remains uncertain. What is certain is that the prophecy has left an indelible mark on our collective imagination. It has sparked debate and fueled speculation for centuries. As we stand at this crossroads in history, one question looms large. Is Pope Francis the last pope? Only time will tell.